There you guys have it. That leaderboard is now shaking up. You see that Dubs has fallen all the way to that final page there, barely holding on now to the top 50. But it's a tie, right? It's almost a 10-way tie down there, Aussie. Things are looking so close on the leaderboard.
As we're going to get a replay here of Bucky, a fight we've seen breaking out a lot here at Frenzy Farms. These fights have been going again and again, and the burst rifle, oh, it's not Frenzy Farm, it's actually just him beating, but no! I could have sworn that was going to be a Bucky highlight, but never mind, it's just damage trading backwards and forwards. Frenzy seems to be the place where everything goes down.
If he can find him, it seems like, yes, he lost track for a second there, but it's going to be the snipe shot, and it was all worth it. Berserker goes down, and the loot is his now. And yes, I see a lot of blues and a lot of purple there for him to pick up.
Yeah, a lot of mobility too. That's it. He was carrying that hunting rifle, green hunting rifle, but it upgrades him to what I imagine will be a crash pad and launch pads. He'll probably drop that hunting rifle. He got the elimination he needed, the impact frag, and now he can move on as we see Sentinel's Aspect here, and we see Azervo trying to have their little fight, see if they can move on. I don't think Aspect can move on though, because he's always back against the wall from what I can see. He's got a lot of permanent builds around him. He's backed up into an awkward situation down here with his player on his walls. He's got the 2 crash pads, could maybe use those to push forward, kind of get into the box if he wants to, but looks like he's happy to sit back here and control. I think I got the roles wrong in this one. I thought Aspect was getting aggressed onto, but I don't think so. I think he's the one putting this player on the back foot.
Yeah, Aspect has been around this Fortnite scene for a long time. Getting the nostalgic vibes here, watching him back in action now in a little bit of a box fight. To see what he can do. He is definitely cornered though, as you said. I'm getting straight up Volt vibes here. It looks like he's trapped quite literally in this weird spot here. He does have an exit up above him, behind him, where this broken structure is, and no, instead he's the one that's got this player trapped. He's the one in the power position, and just like that, Ozervo falls down, and Aspect gives him a little bit of taunt to go with it. Some salt in the wounds here for the drop spot.
4 different days of FNCS qualifiers. It's not just about today, it's about the whole tournament and into the finals. The Scopes now gets elimination here. That third party comes in for Scopes' favor, holds that high ground advantage, has that momentum and that control over the top to jump in, jumping down now to try and be confident here, toe to toe. Scopes is more confident than most players you'll see, gets 3 tags, but unfortunately green tack not hitting too hard for him today. This player is now on the back foot, but so is Scopes, has the meds to get back up. It's Miro. This is going to be a clash of titans. 2 insanely aggressive, insanely good controller players going toe to toe. This will be a 1v1 for the day. He's gonna have to end this quickly. He can't make this a long, slow fight. Otherwise, people are gonna start pushing up. But no, I say crash pad in. He was a lot more subtle. He was a lot slower. He just crouch sneaks up, just taking advantage of that reduction in audio on the footsteps if you are crouched, and it just plays off so much better than if he probably went for what I would have done with the brute force crash pad in tactic.
That is true, and it looks like this played out pretty nicely there for Day indeed. On the other side of the world, though, we're looking at another engagement that's going on. It's OSP with the 136 AR follow-up onto Cobalt, and now Cobalt falls, taking 81st here.
That top 75 or 70th one game is going to be the difference between qualifying for someone. I guarantee 1 point will be the difference for someone qualifying today. So it is that important. As Smack just hiding behind this little palm tree. Again, we're starting to see more and more of this Coral Castle POI coming into play. And there's the crash pad in. Doesn't quite work. Goes against him. But oh, never mind. Adds a little bit of spice to it. A little bit of flavor as he hits him mid-air. Really nice pickup there from Smack. And he's just got to go down, maybe get this loot off the ground. And maybe he's claimed it. He's claimed the Coral Castle for himself. Has those 4 minutes to get himself back in, but this was your game 1 winner with the caddy launcher. He came out of caddy corners and he won that fight and won the game. Game 2 obviously didn't go his way, and I'm guessing now him being on this kind of northwestern side of Sweaty means that he is the complete opposite side as he takes it down polarized. So already this game he's showing the steals. He has the win in the back pocket, so now he's like, look, I can play a bit more consistent. Maybe those mythic drops aren't for me. Let's just hold it. Let's just play a bit more consistent, go somewhere safer, and looks like it's coming out from that Coral Castle area as we now have Miro looking like a good inventory. Miro picking up the items every game. 4 crash pads, 2 floppers, the launch pad, maybe because of those earlier limbs we talked about, but possibly because of Scope coming in, he didn't get the AR ammo refresh. He's only got 16 bullets there, which is not going to be too great for him.
Now, that's exactly what I was going to touch on. I was like, yes, everything looks so good, but the medium ammo, you know you need it, especially if you're going to rely on those long-range engagements. So here it is. He has to force his way into a box. This is something that he absolutely needed to do. This is a necessary engagement, and it's going to be a huge one. Let's talk impact
who obviously won last game with the caddy launcher, not dropping caddy though, so he hasn't changed up his gameplay as I'm aware of. 28 points. This is your first place. Is he going to go down here? Is the leaderboard going to shake up even more? Or does Nico have something to say about it? Has the slot fish? He does. He takes down Joji, gets the elim, but he is not out of hot water yet. He is still in zone now. People are holding him, and he does. He gets taken down by Daxor. Nico is out of here in our first place. Gets a few points this game though, so you got to imagine he's still sticking inside that top 10. But now we've got eyes on people like P-God, like Scopes, like Kanata, who are still inside that top 5, who can start jumping up there.
I think we're going to be seeing a new first place potentially coming out after this. We do have a few players in the running there. I just saw Clicks fall to Assault as well, which are huge elims right there. Both were doing so good.
As look how insane this is. We see Scopes there, Miro picking up eliminations, Slacks and Day also picking up eliminations. Scopes currently in your top 5 situation, back against the wall, but no, he closes it out with that blue tack, but then he's still not out of it, getting shot in the back, and he does too aggressive here. Rokane coming in. Look how many people are here, Monster. It is an absolute fiesta right now.
I was gonna name this game possibly the game of impacts if Colazo would have gotten scoped there, but no, instead it was the grief because the lobby used that opportunity to take him out, and Rokane's gonna be the one on top here now. And this is so massive, right? Rokane is looking at 2 players worth of loot right there sitting in front of him, so the full-on refresh for him now to keep him at the top of his game here moving in. Might have been a little AR upgrade, but that's not going to be the focus. The focus right now is to get to the safety of the zone. And just look at that. He crosses essentially for free right now, although he does have a launch pad and stuff like that for later in the game. He's going to build his way up now, giving himself a little bit more elevation. And I like this position for him.
Just got that top 50 placement point as well. And when right now we look at the top, the fact that he was only 2 points behind P-God, 1 point behind Scoped, he is now tied. You think that's going to be important? And there it is. Adrian not keeping himself covered, doesn't keep his eyes on the zone. He was focusing on those other players rotating, but there was a bigger shark that was even deeper in the water than him. Kanata gets the headshot elimination with that hunting rifle, the second big one we've seen this game, and doesn't get the refresh from it, but he gets the 50 shield from the Siphon, and he gets another point, which is going to be massive. This could be Kanata's game to take over the lead.
Now on the other side of things though, Clicks 2 single eliminations in this game already. So this is now what we like to call Fortnite endgame, where things get really interesting and chaotic for the players. In 8 seconds, the first full moving zone is going to reveal itself. Players are going to have to decide which direction they want to play, how soon they're going to want to stay ahead of this zone. And that's where things get really crazy because the players begin to stack and the desperate action unfolds. Rokane inside of a cone there. Cease inside of the cone there as well. And now I'm looking at Clicks all of a sudden move his way down and about here through Bandit. He's trying to get closer and closer to this next safety zone. And Clicks needs this. Look at his resources. 14 builds.
Let's hope we can keep telling that story of the impact frags, because he needs one right now. He not only does he need an elimination, if he gets someone out of the sky or he gets that hunting rifle, it's not going to mean that much. We talk about impact frags as those eliminations that give you what you need. He needs to get an elimination and get the materials. If he takes someone out too far away to get the loot from it, it's not going to help him much more than 1 point. He's going to start making his way forward now. He's only recycling this mobility. Gets inside. Oh, box. No. Gets in within 146, though. It's Clicks.
Oh, my God.
Same mechanics. It's Kanata. Kanata gets in his box. I don't think he planned to be there. Clicks didn't plan for him to be there, but Clicks capitalizes, and now he gets all that loot that we were talking so much about Kanata having. Clicks has it now, and he's going forward with it. You know Clicks feels extra good, obviously being very personally close with Kanata. That's going to hype him up coming into the end game, and he is a very big momentum player. He is feeling the momentum now going into this one.
Yes, there it is. I was going to say, you know he's going to celebrate. And it was so worth it. He picks up 500 material off of each, so completely capping himself off. He is very, very much in this game. Kanata may have just blessed Clicks with the tools he needs to at least pull a top 5 out. And now it is time to shine. He even has those 3 crash pads as well. What an unfortunate, untimely place to land for Kanata. Clicks, though, making the best of the situation, recycling these rotates. Yes, look, gets all the way ahead now. He is absolutely vibing if I've ever seen it, and you see him feeling it as well, taking a very risky fight down with Dwal. He is going to get traded, though, in exchange there. It's not going to be absolutely worth it, but it's okay. He finds Rokane in the process as well, and his 4th elim now to recap his shields up as well.
He's a momentum player. You know this is where he's feeling it. That's the problem, though. He needs to just kind of taper it back a little. We talked earlier. He's obviously insane in those open lobbies, but in these stack lobbies, he needs to know where he needs to relax a little bit. He can get those guaranteed placement points. This is where the placement points start stacking on top of each other incredibly quickly. If he gets that top 10, he can easily see himself jump up into possibly even first place now. He's on 20 points. We'll see how he goes. Some of those other big names, P-God, though, I do see in the feed, so P-God's still there coming into this game. Second place gets another elimination. There it is. Clicks just drops down and gets a clean elimination. He's trying to keep going. Miro goes down, doesn't have a chance to respond. Clicks, he's feeling himself here. 5 eliminations, 98 builds left. And here we go, 16 alive. He's so close to that top 10 threshold.
Huge right there to take out Miro. So good, especially seeing the opportunity. Now another opportunity is going to unfold itself right in front of him. Someone's going to be on that same layer. You saw the player's going to have to back up now. If he doesn't give it up, Clicks is in the advantage here with the choke point holding him out. But hold up, though. Now, using this opportunity to breathe, take a look at the situation and try to reevaluate what's going on. He's still hunting, looking downwards towards enemies. On height, though, it's Simple up above on the layer for second height. Gabe gets absolutely demolished by Simple, and Clicks uses that as a free rotate around the outside. And now, Simple jumps down for the loop, but Clicks takes advantage. High ground is his. On the 2-shot box, though, Jace cooking up with Archive as well, who's on 31 points. Oh my gosh.
He was our 6th place going into this Archive, the highest points in this game as Edgy falls now. Jace the front side. This leaderboard is going to shake up massively at the halfway point into this tournament. We see Centered going down just after Edgy. We see Clicks not going for high ground now. He's trying to make his way up there. Simple taken down to very low health. Clicks is not playing for second. We talk about that against the Kid's Shockwave launcher. Quite often you are playing for second, but no, it goes down. But it's in the hands of Jace. Does he pick it up? Does he have the rockets to put it to use? Or does Clicks now have this high ground? No, Jace does get it. We see him jump through. Cease taken low. Cease now gets the elimination. Jace, no, doesn't have control of the Shockwave launcher, and he launches himself out. He launches himself back. This new meta is just so much mobility when it comes to the sky. He flies back in. We have a 1v1 against Cease. Cease has the grapple, but if he gets knocked in a zone, he will not be able to use it. He is on low ground. Can he get the shotgun shot that I believe this is inevitably going to come down to? One good shotgun shot will be the difference. Who has it? Jace has the rockets to use that Shockwave launcher, but no, comes down to shotgun toe-to-toe. Jace is brought down so low. Can Cease just get one shot to close it out? He can't. Jace finishes it off, and Cease with an insane effort. One more tick from Storm, and Jace would have gone down.
So we have to take a look. And right now it's Archive, the medkit god himself, in first place at 34 points. Yes, he did not heal up the whole game, but he's made his tournament run so far very, very healthy.